this is GoMath, lesson 3.4, and we are going to multiply using partial products, but this time without the graphic organizer that we used last time. So let's start off with a problem like 63 times 25. And we have to think of these things in our head. You have to be very organized and clear in your mind when you're doing this, because if you forget what place value you are multiplying, then it could mess up your answer. So first we're going to multiply the digits in the ones place. I'm going to do 3 ones times 5 ones. And 3 and 5 are just worth what they look like, 3 and 5. So they're fairly easy to multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. I know that, so I write it down. Now I'm going to multiply the 5 by the 6, just like when I do traditional multiplication, but I have to remember that 6 is really worth 60. So 60 times 5, I know 6 times 5 is 30, so 60 times 5 must be 300. So I write that answer down. Now I'm done with multiplying the 5, so now I'm going to multiply the 2 by both of these digits. But I have to remember that my 2 is really worth 20. 20 times 3, well 3 is still just worth 3. 20 times 3 is 60, so down here I'm going to write 60. Now I've got to do the 20 times the 6, but I have to remember that 6 is really worth 60. 20 times 60, well I know 2 times 6 is 12. 60 has a 0 and 20 has a 0, so I have to do 12 with 2 zeros. That makes 1,200. These are all of my partial products, so I need to add them up to get my final product. 5 with all these zeros is just 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So my answer is 1,575. Now, if this is a little bit confusing to you because you can't keep track of all those zeros in your head, I'm going to show you a shortcut to do it out here, but without having to draw the model that we used last time with all of the boxes. So we're going to try a number like, let's try 48 times 30, let's do 37. Now, in order to get started, so I don't have to remember 40s and 30s and how many zeros, I'm going to write these out to the side in expanded form. So 48 is the same as 40 plus 8. And 37 is the same as 30 plus 7. Now I'm going to multiply these. Since these are equal to this, it's just written in a different way, it will help me keep track of my answers a little bit better. So I still start with the ones place. 7 times 8 is 56, so I write that down. Now, just like over here where I would do 7 times 4, but I have to remember that 4 is really worth 40, I can look over here and see that the 4 is worth 40. It's just a little bit easier to visualize. So 7 times 4 is 28, and then I have to add on this extra 0 because I'm actually multiplying it by 40. So it's 280. Now I've multiplied the 7 by both of these, so I move over to the 30. 30 times 8. Well, I know 3 times 8 is 24, so 30 times 8 must be 240. Now I'm going to do 40 times 30, just like I would do 4 times 3 over here, but I'm remembering my zeros. So 4 times 3 is 12 with 2 zeros, which would actually make it 1,200. Now I add all of these up. 6 plus all these zeros is 6. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 4 more is 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 4, 6 plus 1 more is 7. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So my answer is 1,776. And that is how we multiply using partial products. You can choose to do it this way without expanded form, or you can choose to use expanded form. It's up to you.